Welcome to another Coach Johnny video. This one's a game review of the U15 Jets. It's for Nick. I hope you like it. It'll be a little like a coach's corner. Hopefully it works for you. So let's start off with the fact that not all the goals were 100% Isaac's fault, especially the last one. It's just a lucky bounce. There were lots of defensive errors in the game, and your defensemen are panicking, which was a big problem for you guys. They were also left out to dry because they had no breakout options. On the offense, you just really never had much traffic in front of the net. And when you did, it actually turned out good. You did some good goals. But you guys have got to learn to not turn your back to pressure. In this video, I'll show one quick clip where one of the opposing team got injured, or at least you guys got a penalty for it, for a habit lots of your teammates have. Okay, so here's the first goal against. And you guys are shorthanded in this one. So, what can you say, right? You let this guy walk right down Main Street. Everyone was busy watching the puck, which seems to be a problem. And this nice low glove. Great shot. Good goal. Not much you can do there. So let's take a look at it in here in slow motion. You're on the PK, and you end up with two guys forechecking, which seems kind of odd. Two should be trapping up a bit more, just angling. Okay, now there's a loose puck. D jumps up, but D just throws up into the body of the next guy. Now, because 2 is walking away from the center, it's now a 3-on-1 against your D. So 5 chases him down, but 9 on the defense does not trust 5 to come up with the puck and moves over too far. Now you get them walking right down Main Street, as we like to say. He's got a wide, great scoring chance here. He pulls a snapshot, shoots low glove, as your defensemen are all chasing, and he beats Isaac low glove. I would say that's a pretty good goal that you can't really fault Isaac on. Both your defense screwed up there. Okay, on to goal number 2. And the reason I started a little earlier is just to try and show a few things that you guys are lacking here, which is traffic in front of the net and the fact that your D are panicking. So this first shot here, there is no traffic in front of the net. Everyone's in the corner. He gets it. He looks up. Nobody's running to the net. Nothing hard for that goalie. And then here, defense sees everyone inside, gets the puck, looks up, and just puts it right into it. Thus, we now have a 2-on-0, which should never happen. Goal. Okay, let's watch that one in slow motion. You get the shot off. It goes behind the net. But 18 on D there has no hustle to get to the boards. So as the forward comes out from behind the net, he does not see an option with his limited vision. And he tries to double back because he doesn't see anything. Gets pasted to the wall. Good play by the other team. Now 18 still half lazy. And watch the other defenseman, 10, I think it is. They start to read the playouts coming back. And then he sees his D-man jump up. And he's like, oh, I got 100% faith, even though he's got 2 or 3 guys coming at him. It gets turned over at the blue line. You know you hate to hear that as a coach. Turned over at the blue. And it's a 2-on-0 back the other way. Now both your defensemen are chasing. Now he gets in, takes a nice shot. I believe low blocker this time instead of low glove. Might be 5-hole. But again, you can't fault Isaac. You're giving up bad breaks from bad defensive plays. Okay, on to goal against number 3. There's a couple things here that just lead to this play being able to happen. Number 1, you're on the PK. Number 2 never turned around at all. And then number 3, everyone gets caught puck watching. And no one looks for the extra guy. As you'll see, there's a couple guys just kind of floating, not having anyone near them, and the puck ends up in the back of your net. Okay, let's watch it here. Watch number 2 in the center of the ice. He never once turns around and skates backwards. He does a lazy man's wave, comes back the other way, lazy man wave, goes back the other way. This guy should have been skating backwards a little bit here. Now you make a nice check and it goes to the corner, but everyone ends up puck watching. Okay, you're on the PK. This is when you should be looking around. So you'll see eventually 11 completely loses his check. And then you'll see 2 in front of the net. He ends up trying to pick up slack because they get too many guys down low. A penalty kill isn't about getting the puck, it's limiting options. So here, 11's way out. 11's now in no man's land doing nothing. There's 5 guys below him. What is he looking to do? 2's got a man in front, and the other guy's got the D in front, but there's 2 guys open on the other side. So you have basically 11 is just not checking anyone, and someone else is double teaming someone. A little bit of a defensive breakdown that leads to the puck going to the back of the net. Okay, so let's watch it again. Really slow here. Key up on 11 in blue and 11 in black. 11 in black wins the battle in the corner here with a tight turn, and 11 blue makes no effort to get back into the play. So now it's a 5-on-3. Okay, we take a shot. Isaac makes the save. It kind of goes behind the net. Now it's a little bit broken here, so 14 gets caught guessing. 14 wants to protect the far post, and then realizes the puck goes back the other way, kind of goes one way, then goes the other, but nobody is picking up their man, and 11 has no one to cover. So the point is not to be trying to check guys below the goal line and trying to limit plays, not always get the puck. Okay, here's the final goal against. I know you weren't happy about it, but it really goes off someone's foot. If you watch, comes out, broken play, he hacks at it and goes off the own player's foot. So as you can see here, black at the side of the net, just throws it in front. It goes off your defenseman's skate in front of the net and past Isaac. Just unlucky. Okay, here's the next 2 clips I want to point out and see if you can spot the common thing happening here. Just happened once. Now in this clip, you'll see it happen again. And again. And again. It's like watching Coach Nick play. And again. And again. And then Isaac bails you up. So the common denominator is D just throwing the puck back into pressure and just panicking. Okay, let's watch this defenseman here. He gets the puck, throws it up the boards. Gets dumped back in. He gets it again. Feels a little bit of pressure, panics, throws it back up the boards. Same side, throwing it into pressure. Gets it again, throws it into pressure again. Turned over. Battles for it, loses it. He's drifting and he ends up with the puck again here. Sees pressure, no options. Again, just panics and throws it out. The last one, not a bad play. But the other ones, he did not see any options, so he kept just throwing it away, or he has no winger to throw it to, so he just dumps it away. The last 2 here are defensive zone coverage, which you guys lose super quickly. Bang, scoring chance, grade A. Watch again, same play, scoring chance, grade A. Twice. I saw that numerous times throughout the game. So here we'll slow it down and look at them. I'm not sure what type of face-off you got going on, but every time your center gets beat, your D-man then has to go and challenge the puck guy, leaving the guy open in front. So your D-man that's lined up against the boards should actually be more centered to the ice so he can actually be supportive, and your wingers have to pay attention to who their man is. Because once that center man loses that battle, it's a shot on net every time. I don't know what you're doing here, but it's not a good setup. Something has to change. Okay, bear with me, it's a long video, but it'll pay off. The last one is options for breakouts. Your D have no options to break out, hence why they panic so much. Look here. Who's he supposed to pass to? His vision is to us. He's going to go backhand and risk that getting picked off. No, he's got to go D to D. That's his only option because his other two forwards, well, all three forwards have flown the zone. So he's either going D to D or he's running the risk of getting picked off. Instead, he tries to dangle as last man back straight in front of the net because his forwards are not giving him options. The two forwards in the center of the ice are effectively taken away by the one opponent where he's attacking. The other guy on the far boards closest to the bench is not a good pass because it's a backhand pass. So his only good pass is forehand to his D to D partner, but he doesn't even choose that one. He just dangles and runs the risk of losing it. No one to pass to. Everyone's gone already, flown the zone. No one's supporting. Again, watch this guy in center get the puck. He dekes around. Who's he got as an option? No one. Only a north-south pass. He has to turn back. He's got no support. Fires it far side. It gets turned over. Why? No support. No winger rushing to the boards. He's like, oh, nobody's there. Double back. Lose the puck because they have no passing options. Okay, lastly here, your team has a habit of turning to the boards with the puck when they have pressure on them, like this guy does here. And he unfortunately ends up in a very vulnerable position and you guys get a penalty. But your team is doing this as well. It's a very bad habit to get into. They should get in the habit of absorbing the hit, and then after the contact has been made, then they can roll off of it in a way. All right, so your final summary of it, you have to be defensively responsible, make better decisions, and don't panic so much. The defense throw away the puck, but they need support from the forwards to actually have a real breakout and options for a pass. Otherwise, of course, they're going to throw away the puck because they see nothing else. It all stems from hustle and being able to read the play and be ahead of the play, not just react to the play. Do these 4 things and you'll spend less time in your zone and you won't give up such bad goals because you're just throwing the puck to the other team. Isaac played well. He made the saves. You guys just kept giving him bad plays. They got a lucky bounce in the end. Hope you enjoyed this video and it was helpful. Thanks for listening to Coach Johnny. Have a good one. Keep your stick on the ice.